think he might panic a little bit. I think Arsenal might get another 2 goals here.
OK, thanks, Ken. Typical Scot. He's after the sweep. Let's rejoin Gary Lineker and Brian Moore.
Thanks, Eldon. As we prepare now for the second half of this European Cup first round, first leg game. Arsenal leading 1-0. The second leg to come in the Prater Stadium in Vienna in a fortnight's time. Here's Limpar to the goal scorer, Andy Linnigan. What we need from Arsenal is much of what we saw in the first half, with just 1 or 2 chances in this half being taken. Prohaska trying to get Prohaska away down that right flank. Tony Adams with a throw for Arsenal. Smith beaten in the air that time by Bekobas. Flögel. Trying to get Ogris away. It's held off, it seemed, there by Dixon. Linnigan. Smith obstructed there quite clearly by Anton Pfeffer. A free kick for Arsenal. Adams making his move forward, so too is Linnigan.
It's important for Arsenal not to lose the momentum of the first half. Sometimes half-time can come at a bad time. They were really on top, pressing, and then it comes and it's dead again. What they've got to do is lift it right from the start and get the crowd behind them.
It's Davis with the free kick. Floating in there towards Smith. Oh! Some more good work by the keeper. The ball had gone across for the corner. Sure whose header that was, but it was
Linnigan.
Was it Linnigan again?
Yeah.
Was indeed ducking in there. Valoff with the header. Arsenal with the corner, taken short this time to Campbell. Back again to Paul Davis. Further moving towards Alan Smith. On target with Adams following it in. Valoff to Ogris. Linnigan again. Prohaska. One Lithuanian to another there. Bokovas and Ivanoska's had a little movement. Dixon. Now Campbell. Not sure whether that was a dummy by Merson, but the ball went through to Kevin Campbell nonetheless.
I think it was, Brian. I think
It was a dummy?
Yep.
Dixon. Davis. Arsenal trying to get the momentum going again, as Gary Lineker was saying. Rocastle getting it through to Winterburn. Here's Limpar. Tried a little back flick, but didn't come off. Davis coming across, but this is good work by Ogris. And danger looming here for Arsenal. Ogris with the shot. It may just have come off the defender, indeed it has, for the corner to Austria Vienna. Andy Ogris, 26 years old. And the corner to be taken by Peter Stöger. Friend is in there, the big defender, up towards the near post, but he's a decoy. Adams with the header getting it away. Prohaska getting away from Campbell. Fouled there, right on the edge of the box by Winterburn. Winterburn hobbling a little bit after that challenge on Prohaska. Comes Winterburn. Down goes Prohaska, and it's the free kick. Make up their mind who at the moment is going to take this one. Arsenal need to be vigilant though. hit and half saved there by Seaman. Just scooped that one away. It was Manfred Jacques with a really powerful shot. And here come Vienna again. Prohaska, the real danger man. Dixon trying to cut him off. Linnigan getting it away. Rocastle finally hoofing it clear, this time to Limpar. Winterburn. Really worrying moment that, wasn't it?
It was a hell of a good strike, and Dave Seaman blocked it. Good defending by Arsenal. They followed in there, making sure that anything that did come off Dave was cleared.
Ivanauskas seems so hard to shake off the ball. He shrugged Rocastle off there, but Winterburn on his tackle in. Smith, the game is moving at a fairly rapid pace again as Paul Davis now plays it for Lee Dixon. Dixon gone past his man. Little chip pass now to Merson, trying to get it on the volley. A wonderful shot, and Smith makes it two. What a fabulous bit of play by Merson, though. And good sweeping up of the details there by Alan Smith. Merson smiles. It was a wonderful shot by him, and a super save again by Valov. Just look at this. Takes it on his chest, whacks it on the volley, saved beautifully by the keeper. He could only parry it, and Smith finishes it off, and Arsenal 2 ahead. Gary Lineker.
Yeah, it was a great move, actually. Lee Dixon did well, fed Merson, tremendous strike. Goalkeeper pulled off a good save, and Alan Smith did exactly what the defenders did at the other end. He followed in off the goalkeeper. So they got it right at both ends, and it just shows you the importance of that. I think Nigel Winterburn looks like he's struggling from that injury we saw earlier. But it just shows you the importance of following up. If the Austria strikers had done it at the other end, they could have been level. But Arsenal did it, Alan Smith did it at the other end. Striker's instinct, and they're 2 goals clear.
As you say, the striker's instinct. He was there on the spot where the rest of us were gasping at the wonderful volley of Merson, of the superlative save by Valov. Smith had thoughts only of what might be picked up. Winterburn now hobbles off, and I would have thought David O'Leary might be the one to come on. So Arsenal 2 to the good. Stoger. Merson. So O'Leary working hard. Gary Lewin is on Nigel Winterburn just below us here.
It's 24.
I think what he's got is probably a dead leg, Brian. He's probably got in that earlier collision. He got a knee in the thigh or something. It can be painful, and sometimes you can't run them off.
Well, Winterburn wants to get back on.
You'll probably see him hobble around for a while, trying to loosen it off for 5 minutes, and then if it doesn't, he'll probably come off.
Davis. Well, Winterburn's coming on. Then pass throw to Paul Davis. Here's Winterburn again. Came off the Austrian, Arsenal's throw. Winterburn with it. Towards Linnigan, not done by him. And Smith has done it again. 3-0. A brilliant start to the second half for Arsenal. It's only been going 9 minutes and they've scored twice in it to take the tally to 3. 2 for Alan Smith, 1 for Andy Linnigan in the first half. And Arsenal truly on their way now. Gary Lineker.
Yes, Campbell held it up well, and Alan Smith finished it off. And there we say goodnight, Vienna.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
Corner, wasn't it? But good finish, low in the corner.
And a really brilliant start, as you can see. The second half, what, 8 minutes old. Limpar. even so, it's important they remain secure at the back, because 3-0 is brilliant, and you couldn't see Arsenal possibly conceding that in the away leg. 3-1 with the away goal, it means a 2-0 victory for Austria on their own soil would be enough to put them through. So Arsenal still have to stay vigilant. Rocastle sweeping it to Dixon. That penalty miss seems a long, long way away now. Adams. Adams. Campbell. Given away. Stopped by Rocastle. Lenigan's header. Larsson trying to force his way through. Manfred Jacques. Christian Prohaska. Prohaska again. Then again, he must be careful. Ogris is in behind him. Well, they lost their concentration, and Andy Ogris punished them for it. Hennigan's mistake.
Yeah, the ball just slid off his body. Ogris got in very quickly, and it was a terrific finish, right in the top corner.
And it means, Gary, that there's still work for Arsenal to do tonight.
Well, there is. They really need another goal now to really make sure. As we see that again, right in the top corner, Dave Seaman had no chance. But they've got to concentrate. What they don't want to do, of course, is concede another one. I mean, at 3-1, I would say that Arsenal are fairly safe. But another goal for Arsenal, and they'll be back in the same position.
See on the touchline there, George Graham looking anything but pleased. So 3 goals in a matter of 6 minutes. 2 for Arsenal, 1 for Austria. It's been a rattling good game, actually, from almost the first whistle, hasn't it?
It has. We've had everything. Penalties, missed penalties, great saves, and lots of goals. Sure, there's more to come as well.
Adams. Up to Campbell. Wenderburn. Oh, a nice little dummy by Campbell. Limpar. Cut out though by Sturger. Out by Lenigan, very positive there, whereas he was very hesitant just a moment ago when Ogris got in.
It was one of those that bounced at an awkward height, though. It bounced at stomach height, and it's very difficult to deal with that sort of ball. Although he'll still be very disappointed in himself.
Didn't seem to realise that the Austrian was there so close, did he?
No, he was in very quickly, and he certainly made him pay the penalty.
Prohaska now for Austria. Prohaska eluding Rocastle very skillfully. No foul. He was flattened there by Lenigan. And now Merson to bring it away after some work there by Rocastle. Dixon gets it back. Celtic, we hear, have won 2-0 against the Belgian side, Epelon. Aberdeen are a goal down with 5 minutes to go against Copenhagen, and a yellow card for the number 4, Robert Friend. For the foul on Kevin Campbell.
I wonder if Austria will push forward now and try and get another one to really bring them back in the game. There's 2 ways of thinking approaching an away tie in Europe. I know when Johan Cruyff was manager of Barcelona, he used to say, well, we'll go all out and attack away from home and really try and score a goal for the advantage of it. And teams don't often expect that. And he wasn't worried by conceding 1 or 2 if they could score 1. The other way is thinking he's trying to keep it really tight and perhaps trying to get a 0-0 or sneak a goal on the attack, on the breakaway.
Wenderburn. Davis. I know which makes the better spectacle, Gary.
Yes, and I think English sides are often better suited by really going forward.
Now Dixon's got caught out, you see again. Arsenal's concentration has gone from the moment they were 3-0 up, and they've got to get themselves back into this now. They've conceded the free kick. It was Dixon's mistake there. Now this is where they'll have to watch for the likes of Manfred Jacques, number 5 and captain, whose really fierce drive quite early in this second half was kept out by Seaman. He's up behind this one again. It wasn't his, it was Peter Stöger. Arsenal still leading 3-1. Finnegan 1, Smith 2, Ogris for Austria Vienna. We play on a very small ground, actually, at least capacity. It's a very small ground in Austria. It's a capacity of 12,000. So they take their major games to the national stadium, the Prater Stadium, where Spurs played recently against Stockerau. There's Campbell. That's a corner.
Give a little warning to the Arsenal players when they play there. Take the mosquito repellent, because we were eaten alive on that pitch.
Yes, I remember it. And in the commentary box as well. Adams is up again. Linnigan's there, bobbing and weaving, looking for this Limpar corner. Ogris with a header. Narbekovas. Plenty of yellow shirts are back for Arsenal. Here's Winterburn. Campbell. Kozenik quite easily getting that one away. Linnigan out jumping Ogris. Adams. Coolness personified there. Really long ball there, but it'll be too long for Limpar. Prohaska. Stolder, good challenge there by Paul Davis. Now David Rocastle to Anders Limpar. Limpar, obstruction there, free kick. Ability to bring on 2 substitutes, Gary. I just wonder whether George Graham might feel that maybe some of the surging runs later on from Michael Thomas from the midfield might be a weapon that he would employ.
Well, it's possible, but I think Arsenal are playing very well at the moment, or they have done all night. They've sort of a bit of a setback with the goal, but I don't think he'll make a substitution just yet.
Davis up towards Linnigan.
It would be difficult to think of who they'd take off.
Foul by Davis on Kozenik. Christian Kozenik, just 23 years old. A couple of caps for his country. This is Pfeffer, who was one of their World Cup players in Italy when the Austrians were beaten in the first round and qualify. Winterburn. He's done well. Inside to Merson. Yeah. Back to Valley. David O'Leary and Perry Groves, 2 of the Arsenal subs. Siggy Jonsson. There's another one, Michael Thomas, and the reserve goalkeeper Alan Miller. The Arsenal subs tonight. Adams with a header. Up towards Campbell. Merson in close support. Here's Merson. Tried to chip that on again for Campbell. Prohaska. Handball.
Arsenal have just lost the momentum a little bit at the moment, but you're bound to expect a spell in the game where things don't quite go right for you. I'm sure they'll come back into it soon. They just need to string a good move together to get them flowing again.
There's Campbell. Got space here. Davis has made a good run for him, right through, but Campbell didn't want to pick him up. Instead, he picked up Rocastle. Here's Smith. It's a nice ball. Winterburn. Here's Merson. He's got the better of Prozanik. Flick to the outside of the boot. A terrific goal again. A hat-trick for Alan Smith. Well, 2 of Smith's 3 goals have had assist Paul Merson written alongside them. What about that for a little cross with the outside of the boot? Inch perfect. In comes Alan Smith. Back of the net, and Arsenal 4-1 up. Kerry?
Well, I think that's the little move to get them going again. A terrific cross from Paul Merson and a perfect header in the top corner for Alan Smith. Cracking goal.
What a great start to the season Alan Smith's had as well. There's Prohaska trying something fairly spectacular there. Came to this game with 6 goals to his credit. It's now 9 in the last 7 games. And remember, he got 27 last season, 22 of them in the league. Up goes Campbell. Arsenal 4-1. Campbell looking to make it 5. Smith also in there. Smith has done it again. What a smile and what a performance. And what a scoreline. 5-1. Kevin Campbell had so much to say about it. Keeper just held him up there. Who's lurking on the edge of things again? You're right, Alan Smith. Gary Lineker, old mate of yours.
Yeah, great night for Alan. Smudger, we call him. He'll be delighted. There's nothing better there. He wants another one as well. But Campbell does well there. Again, he didn't quite have the finish, but the goalkeeper made a good save, and Alan Smith followed in, just as he's done on previous occasions tonight.
Davis brought down, free kick. They're demoralised now, the Austrians.
Yeah, it could end up a rout. Oh, the heads have gone
that
down
already. Apart from that one aberration when Linnigan let Ogris in, they powered in a terrific, good team performance here. They've kept their patience, they've kept their shape. They've found the firepower when they've needed it. And there may be more to come as Merson flings it high towards Alan Smith again.
I think the man of the match is quite safe.
Yes. Yes, it's not a difficult choice tonight. Alan Smith. And really, Arsenal can now look forward to quite a comfortable journey to the lovely city of Vienna in a fortnight's time. Adams. Limpar just making it forward. Rocastle's after it. And there's Limpar. Well, it's a great introduction for Arsenal into the European Cup. Trying to be a little bit nervous, wondering just what they would be facing against the Austrian champions. But any fears they might have had have now been swept aside as they've moved into this 5-1 lead. Limpar. Towards Campbell. Could easily be another one. Might still be another one. No. Goalkeeper dreadfully exposed there, but he showed a lot of pluck in holding Campbell at bay.
Good work on the touchline from Limpar. good cross. It's not been Kevin Campbell's night. He's done everything but score. The breaks just haven't gone for it. Bounced out, he has one go, then another, and then just bobbles it wide. And guess who I've got in the sweep? Wait for the next one.
That's right. Arsenal's throw. A lovely chant coming off the North Bank now. Boring, boring Arsenal. They're enjoying that.
Oh, here's Mercer. This could be another one. The whistle had gone, I think.
Yes, the flag was up. Interesting fact has just emerged from the producer that Smith is the first player in Europe to score 4 goals for 28 minutes. Dean Saunders did it earlier tonight. Oh, substitution coming on from the Austrian bench. Old Schneider. And we think it's Thomas Flögel who's coming off. I fear the horse is bolted now. Smith. Rocastle's ball for Merson. Now will Campbell get on the end of this one? No. Dixon with the header, helped by Rocastle. Aberdeen have lost by 1-0 against Copenhagen in the UEFA Cup. Thomas Flögel going off. Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. Norwich City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Southampton 1, Wimbledon 0. Schneider going straight to the heart of a defence that certainly needs a bit of shoring up. Coventry leads rather, is still 0-0. Prohaska. Yellow shirts are back, but Ogris is in a position over here on the right-hand side, but looking a little disheartened. And Arsenal get a throw, and it's back with David Seaman. Arsenal's first appearance in Europe since 81-82. Since 81-82, and they've really made a night of it. I believe it's the first time Alan Smith has scored 4 goals in an Arsenal shirt. You partnered him up at Leicester. Did he ever do that sort of thing up there, Gary? Can you remember?
No, I don't think so. It's not very easy, you know, scoring 4 goals.
Winterburn. Smith. Limpar. Winterburn. Smith again. Winterburn. Rocastle. Limpar. Arsenal's throw. Just over a quarter of an hour left. If you just join us, a super Arsenal performance, leading FK Austria, the champions of Austria, by 5-1. Four goals for Alan Smith,
the first of his career for Arsenal, for Andy Lineker. Smith. Ivanovski. Navratilova is there. Ogris on the far side, still Ivanovski. He tried to thread that through to Andy Ogris. And Harry Groves now doing some warming up for Arsenal. Dixon. Rocastle. Seek out Merson. In comes Dixon very quickly. Davis getting in there. Bellingham trying to hold up Ogris. And a free kick to Austria Vienna. It's important for Arsenal to get through this round and the next one, because thereafter there's a new format in the European Cup, which in fact could be quite a money spinner. UEFA in their wisdom have seen fit to tamper, I think, with a well-tried and a winning formula. And this season, after the second round of the European Cup, this is the first, remember, the 8 survivors form two groups of 4 clubs and play on a league basis, and the winners of those 2 leagues meet in the European Cup final. Ogris. Question again. Winterburn getting it away. Sakalogiu. Adams with a header. And at the moment, Rocastle down in a bit of pain. His troubles. The bandage you can see on his left hand was when he broke a finger here right at the start of the season, in fact pre-season, in the Makita Trophy in a game against Sampdoria. 24,124 here at Highbury today. You see the capacity here is 44,000, but for this European night, UEFA insists that the standing areas are reduced by 30% for a safety measure. So the capacity here in any case would only be 36. And a disappointing 17,000 at Liverpool for their return to Europe. But a wonderful victory for them. Third to Arsenal. Cut out before it could reach Merson, but Rocastle in the action again. Finds Dixon.
He's played very well in the central midfield, David Rocastle.
He really looks like a man on a mission, doesn't he? He's got something to prove.
Oh, he's terrific.
And he's combined well with Paul Davis tonight, and he combined particularly well, I thought, with David Hillier at Crystal Palace on Saturday as well. But this business with the 2 leagues, Gary, and the European Cup after the second round, I think that's crazy, to be honest with you. I mean, it's done away with the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. It's not a genuine classic cup competition anymore.
No, and I think also it leaves it open to sort of negative tactics. Let's hold it for a minute.
Oh, here's some positive work from Limpar. Can he finish it off, though? There's the answer. 6-1. Anders Limpar, in his own inimitable way, taking on the responsibility, finding the space between the goalkeeper and that near post.
Yes, he broke away there all on his own, rode the tackle well. He looked up. The goalkeeper committed himself too soon. He won't be happy with being beaten at the near post, but Anders Limpar certainly will be. Good interception in the first place. Broke clear. He's very quick on the run. Has a look up. The goalkeeper went down a little bit early. He sold himself there. It's important for goalkeepers to stand up as long as they can.
Just 11 minutes to go now. And Arsenal really piling on the agony for their Austrian guests. Prohaska. Larsson. And you would know, Gary, from playing in Spain and knowing European football as you do, that no side in Europe really likes to be drawn against a British side, and this result will go right around Europe and will cause a few eyebrows to be raised.
That's right, because they don't face anything quite like it. They don't face the pressure of a team like Arsenal, the constant bombardment, the sheer physical effort. And I think that when we play teams in Europe, we should really play our typical style of closing, pressing, pushing, and putting on the pressure. That's what we've got to do in our second leg, because we're a goal down.
These are, remember, Austrian champions. They are leading the Austrian league.
And people say we've suffered from being out of Europe, but perhaps the continental clubs are suffering a bit through not having the practice of playing against us. With Manchester United's success last year.
Exactly.
And I think Arsenal will take a hell of a lot of beats in the European Cup.
Substitution. In fact, Arsenal making 2 substitutions. They're taking off Limpar.
Yeah, I think it's one each.
No, one each. Well, he's had a terrific game, Limpar. He really began to blossom before half-time down that left flank. Set up chances and scored the 6th goal himself. And Perry Groves comes on, and I think it's Ralph Hasenhüttl waiting to come on for Austria Vienna. And they've taken off Ivanauskas. Yes, it's Hasenhüttl who's on. Well, a little over 7 minutes left now. Here's a man who's been beaten 6 times. And he's played well, actually, the goalkeeper. Well, it could have been a much heavier defeat for the Austrians. But Arsenal are looking for more. Paul Davis. Winterburn. Larsson. Kept that in play very skillfully, but what now? Oh, that's terrific stuff by Merson, taking them all off. And then taking on just a little too much. Bozanic. Ogris on the far side. Tucked in by Dixon. Break again, Prohaska leading it now, and Hasenhüttl unable to control it. He's wearing number 14. Schmidt is down to be wearing number 14, so I'm slightly confused by this, but that I believe is Hasenhüttl. Bosnick challenging Perry Groves. Towards Campbell. This is Jack coming out of defence. Adams, head down, cheeks puffing, gets there before Hasenhüttl, back safely to David Silva.
Very solid at the back, Tony. We call him Rodders because he looks like the character out of Only Fools and Horses, but he's been as solid as ever. It's a great player to have at the back because he's so strong and especially in the air, very strong in the tackling. He's a good motivator as well.
Shown tonight also, he's got a great degree of coolness about him, you know, when the heat's on him. Not much panic about Tony Adams.
No.
This is now back with us. Sekelioglu to Ogris. Ogris, well, you've seen what he can do already, but to get into shooting range.
I think they've relaxed a little bit, Arsenal, now. They know they've got it sewn up. They're probably thinking of Saturday. A few lads are a bit tired because they've given it all tonight, and they're just perhaps going through the motions a little bit until the final whistle. The only ones who won't want to do that are the strikers, who will be hungry to score another goal.
Merson. There's Ogris. Nabakovas. Oh, against the crossbar. Arsenal really escaped there. The Lithuanian really hammered that one. Nabakovas.
Tremendous strike. Dipping all the time. Straight off the crossbar. They certainly know how to shoot. It's just as well they've not had too many occasions to do so.
Smith trying to get the header across there, but Pfeffer denied him that time. Arsenal inside the last 5 minutes. Just happy now to play out time and take this handsome 6-1 lead to the second leg. In a moment I shall ask you the name, the man of the match, as a formality. Gary, the European match, man of the match.
I'll go for Ogris.
Here's the man.
Oh, go on then, Alan Smith. Why not? No, it's a great night for Alan. 4 goals. It's something that I think he's probably the first time in his career he's done it. Certainly for Arsenal, we know that as a fact. And there's no other contender, although everybody in the Arsenal side's played brilliantly.
Yes, no doubt by the end of the night, he's to complete his night, he's going to be pounced on by Gary Newborn to get a word from the 4-goal hero.
I bet he can't wait for that.
There's Linnigan.
2 Brummies together, that.
Yes. Adams getting Winterburn forward. Adams. Larsson. Jacques. Inside the last 2 minutes now. So trying to hold up Hasenhüttl. We've made a good break here. And safety into the arms once again of David Seaman. And a good throw out for Nigel Winterburn.
Merson's made the break, the flag stayed down. This could be number 7. But it won't be. Merson tried so hard to play that into the path, very unselfishly, of Kevin Campbell.
Feeling maybe that Campbell's done as Gary says, just about everything but score tonight. This is Schneider. I think with a minute left, it's worth just saying seriously, this has been a terrific Arsenal performance coming back into Europe. Not easy to handle a European occasion, which will be new to these players, but they've played with great team spirit, a lot of skill, and most wonderful firepower as well.
Yeah, they've been by far the best side throughout the whole night. They deserved to be ahead. They deserved to be ahead before they scored, and once they did, it was just it was really a formality or a question of how many they would score. There's still time for another.
Here's Merson. Well, they beat Manchester United 5-1 in a pre-season. Flag has gone up this time, but I've seen the tape of that, and that really was a pre-season. That was ultra friendly. So I don't think too much store should have been taken by that.
Well, we're playing time added on for stoppages at an end of a memorable night here at Highbury, with Arsenal truly back in Europe, and back in Europe with style.
The Austrians know it's all up with them. There's no way in the world that they can pull this round in Vienna in a fortnight's time.
I'll have a little bet with you that George Graham says it's not all over yet.
This is Prohaska. Dixon getting back there. Back to Seaman. It's been a good day for English sides back in Europe. Manchester United getting their draw in Greece. Liverpool their handsome victory in the UEFA Cup. And Arsenal with theirs here tonight. We just need your club to put it right against Hajduk Split in the second leg, Gary.
We'll be trying. Actually, to be perfectly honest, we're a little bit fortunate to have only been one down, and they played very well. We got away with it a little bit, but we're certainly in contention.
Merson, straight to the keeper.
And if we play as well as Arsenal did, I think we'll be in the next round.
And I can tell you, Gary, we are doing that game live from Tottenham in the second leg. Spurs versus Hajduk Split.
Look forward to it.
Something in a fortnight's time for us all to look forward to. Yes, the thought is we might not be able to do the co-commentary that night.
I hope
Well,
not.
here's Hassan to Ogris. Well cut out there by Davis. This is Schneider, one of the substitutes. Trying to get Hasenhüttl in on the far side, but it'll be a goal kick. And he's played a good 2 minutes of time added on now.
I think they'll all want the whistle to go now. The Austrians have had enough, and Arsenal will be just ready to celebrate.
Yes, I think Arsenal are satisfied now. It's a throw to Austria Vienna. Still not satisfied, George Graham. There he goes, gets it back to the safety of David Seaman. Another look at the Swedish referee's watch. Tony Adams. Breaks for Ogris. Looking at the watch now, the final whistle.
Arsenal truly back in Europe with a handsome victory and a superb performance here against the Austrian champions. 4 goals for Alan Smith. Before that, one by Andy Linnigan, his first for Arsenal. And after that, with just 11 minutes to go, as you can see, superb solo goal from Anders Limpar. But a great team performance here tonight for Arsenal, warning the rest of Europe that they are truly back in European business. Ogris, the lone scorer, number 7 for Austria Vienna. And a night truly when Arsenal are back on song. And let's have a word now with the 4-goal hero, Alan Smith, with Gary Newbold.